Yeah, welcome back to Norheimsgarasjen. Today we're gonna have a look at some of the things I have done the past week. I haven't uploaded any new videos lately because it's just small bits and pieces I made, so I kind of didn't think it was important to film anything of it. But now we can have a look at the progress. Yeah, we can start with the filler neck. I've now welded it here, so I don't need to have the hose clamps and the hose in between the filler neck and the pipe here. Also welded the filler neck here. So now it's just to put this thing on and put some clamps on it. Need to make a gasket, of course, here and seal this off so it doesn't leak, because I think the petrol is gonna be up in the, let's see here, I think when you're filling up here and the gas stops probably around here somewhere, and then this is going to be full of gas, so I need to be sealed off properly here so it doesn't leak out, since it's going to stay full of fuel here. And then we can have a look at the engine bay. I now finished with the vacuum hose for the brake booster, and the hose here I moved. It was here and had a 180-degree bend on it. I think this is a better solution and have a little bit of slack on this one, so that when the engine moves back and forth or side to side here, it's not gonna break this this elbow. It's also I need to figure out for the I'm not sure if you can see this, but for the heater I need to figure out where to put the open and closing valve for the heater, because the original heater comes out, or the valve comes out on this here, so it goes hose in and out of it. There is no room for that anymore because the space here is too narrow, so I need to have a fit a valve down here somewhere, and also need to lengthen up the wire that goes from the interior and out the closing wire. So we just have to see a little bit later on that one. I also put in or I just adjusted this throttle wire, and I also put in a stop for the throttle pedal here. It's a little bit hard to see, but when this goes down here, it stops on the this here, and that's adjustable. It's just so it doesn't put too much stress on the throttle body. So I also need to put a stop up in here, but that I'm going to do later. I'm going to drill a hole here and put a nut on it so I can adjust it on the inside so it doesn't go up like this. But that just have to wait. Also put on a crankcase breather or a catch can for that, and a hose that goes down to somewhere down there. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I will come back to that later. Made a bracket that fits on here. I might grind this down a little bit to make it a little bit smaller, because there is no weight to this and it just looks a little bit big. Not sure if there is anything else I've done here to show you, but I have welded the valve cover. The oil filler neck is moved, so we can have a look at that. Yeah, let's see here. It's I cut off the filler neck. I was here, was angled because of the engine is tilted like this, so the filler neck came straight up like this. So I moved it forward and straightened it, so it looks like this. I have a pinhole here, of course, so I need to weld up before using it. I could also maybe weld it on the inside. I'm not sure if it's necessary. It's probably good enough. I just have to fix this here. And yeah, it looks okay. So we'll see how this works. Hopefully the rest of the welds are... It was a little bit dirty, this metal, full of oil and things, probably in some pores or something in here, so it wasn't overly easy to weld, but it went okay. I also made the brackets for this ignition coils. Also shortened down these cables and put on the correct connection on these wires, and then I think it's probably fine. And the bracket is like this. I'm not sure if I have to trim it down a little bit more or something, I don't know. Put in some rivets to so this can stay like this. I'll see what I'm doing. It looks a little bit big because if it's gonna stay like this top here, so I might trim this down more. The thing is that it's probably then gonna be a little bit weak, so eventually I probably wanna 3D print this to make it a little bit nicer, or maybe I should make it in a little bit thicker aluminium, This is, I think it's 2.5 millimeter or something like that, maybe 3. And then if you trim it too much, it's gonna be, yeah, wobbly. So I don't want that. So it's probably good enough for now. But we can mount it on and we can see how it looks like when it's on. Yeah, let's see. And I have this put on here, and it looks okay, just like this also. But of course, I need these ignition coils on. So I could probably have gone with a single coil or something. They have these smart coils, which is just one single one. But I'm gonna try to have 4 coils on it, so we're gonna see. Also using these spacers here, or it's actually just a longer nut for M6, just to get the spacing I need for the bracket. These are actually not long enough for what I need really, so I need to find out something else to use maybe. We just have to see how it's gonna be. When it's mounted for the last time, it's much easier to figure this out kind of later when I have time for it. At the moment it's kind of just gonna make this work. Let's see, I'm actually missing one here. And then we can put the bracket on. I have put on some nuts here just to make the extra spacing I need because of the brave nuts here, so they don't hit the valve cover. So we're gonna just put this on here. So, a little bit fiddly with the nuts under here, but I think it's gonna work. It's not important that it's perfect at the moment. It's just gonna be just to show you how it looks like this. And then I can put the coils on. Also need to have some shorter bolts here, but I just have a nut on now to just mount them on temporary. Just put them on like this. I ordered new bolts, so they're coming soon, I think. But it's not like I need them at the moment, but I think it's nice to just have them in here, so I know I don't have to stress with that later on when I'm suddenly needing some bolts. This is just put them on some like this, yep, like this, and that's how it's gonna look like. And you can easily access the oil filling here, and let's see, the belt cover is gonna come down here, see, like this, and there is room here. There's one bolt here which I maybe show you. It's a bolt here, or a screw that goes into the outside cover, which would be a little bit less accessible with this bracket on. But I think I probably have to mount the cover here first, and then mount this bracket after. Yeah, but this is how it's gonna look like. I also need to wire this up, so see how I'm gonna do that. Probably need to get in here somewhere and bring with me the wires for the injectors at the same thing, and put them in somewhere here. I don't know. Might use that hole for that purpose, or bring it over to one of these other holes back here. But the best thing is probably have them straight in, I think. Also need to have this air temperature sensor. I need to cable up or wire up. How I'm gonna do that, I'm not sure, because need to be some sort of bracket to hold the cable around here if I'm going this way or that way, or so I also need to, of course, have the trigger wheel down here. I need to change out this here to a with only 2 slots on it, and a trigger wheel, and that cable for the sensor need to be wired alone, because it's a it's not a hull sensor, it's a like a normal pulse sensor, so you need to be protected from other type of electronics. Cannot have it close to the alternator or any of the coils or any kind of wiring that goes into any sort of pulse. So I need to wire that by itself into the ECU. But the wiring comes later on. Need to see if I can make a video of it. It's going to take a lot of time to do that, because everything has to be new. And it's also very costly to buy all the wires I need. I already bought a few lots of wires, so I already started a little bit. So just every time I'm going to the store, I'm buying one of these coils of wires I have to start with. Yeah, there is a lot of other wires that need to go in, like for the alternator and for the headlights and for the fans here. Yeah, lots of things. So we'll see how that goes. Also need to weld that hole shut inside there. Sure, just over the clamp there. Yeah, so this is how it looks like. I don't think I can do much more with this at the moment, so I think it looks pretty okay. It's a little bit untidy in here, but everything in here has its purpose, so it's very hard to find new spots for things. Yeah, it's not going to be a shaved engine bay like lots of people have. It's very nice and all that, but for me that's not important. I think it's good enough for what I'm doing with the car, at least. So we just have to see the interior. I have to start finishing off. I now waiting for the seats, which is coming today, I think. So I'm going to use, or hopefully I can use the original seat mounts. If not, I need to order seat mounts for the seats. I don't think that's going to help me much, but there's one thing that definitely not going to work here, and that is the spacing between these and this for the new seat. So I need to make some brackets or a plate or something to attach the seats on. But I'm going to come back to that at least later on, because I think the seats are coming today. Also need to make a short shift, or a little bit shorter throw on the shift at least. So I need to cut this here and lengthen this a little bit. Not much, maybe 2 centimeters, maybe 1, 2, I don't know, we'll see. It's just to have a little bit shorter throw on the shifter. So then I don't think I have anything more to cover at the moment, so I think I will come back when the seats arrive.